Good morning, guys. A great morning to all who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana, possibly the world, undisputably so. And from time to time, I have to explain what that means. It is a matter of fact that I am the realest thing coming out of Guyana. Because my platform used to disseminate information is social media, and for the greater part, Facebook. And the whole world, 1.2 billion people are on social media, on Facebook. I haven't found anybody else like myself suggesting that I'm the realest thing coming out of the world. And since we have not found, and anybody has not come forward to say otherwise, it is undisputed at this time. So yes, the realest thing coming out of Guyana, possibly the world, undisputably, sir. Yeah. So I'm late this morning. It's not because I don't care. It's because some of them has got to find, if you notice my head, is Guyana a real place? We got to search deep to find it if it's a real place. I think the only thing real in this country is me here. Just got to check from time to time to make sure, yeah, that is real here, you know. Pull it and thing. So I had just out of a meeting with my staff, I've chosen to tell them and speak to them about my vision, about how I feel about what I do, a little bit about my past, and the main interest is them understanding what they should do in their lives, how they should see themselves. I've got somebody waiting in the reception room, a lady from Essequibo with a land matter. I have these things on a daily basis. I receive hundreds of calls and messages on a daily basis that I reply to or try to find a solution for on a daily basis. It's not easy. But there's nothing that gives me more satisfaction and gratitude than being of service to my Guyanese brothers and sisters. A lot of times it's not a big thing. A lot of times people seem like they're falling apart. And all they need is a little bit of advice and a point in the right direction. A point in the right direction. What have you done recently? How have you contributed to humanity? This great thing that you're a part of. Every day you pray and you read Bible. They got a lady read Bible. This lady read the Bible. She reading Bible in front office of the president. Every day y'all praying. And you're reading the Bible. But what how humanity is really about? What is humanity really about? You think humanity is about skyscrapers and all them things when so much of people dying in Africa? I like me's got solid sleep and me don't even dream how me brain is tired. Me can't remember was the last time me dream. Me's go to sleep knowing, well, here, today I tried my best. I kid you not. What you do in your life for anybody, you can't even live nice with your neighbor. You understand? You know what's the most important thing in the world? What's the most important thing that good living? Peace, by peace. Peace be unto good men. Peace. You can't get nothing better than that. When you got peace. Like when me go there, me a 42. I kid you not. Me only look so. Hardship me been, lot of hardship me been through. Lot of sleepless nights. People who have no critic how you look so old and you're 42. Whores and liquor by. It ain't easy. I tell you, liquor ain't easy for your body. For 42, I look little scruffy duffy and thing, not rough, yes. Whores and liquor. Is that got me so? Well, and a divorce. Yeah, divorce could age you. I kid you not. I don't any hot son. Me work physically so hard for looking so old. No. It's whores and liquor. Got me so. Telling you. You make a joke. You like every minute somebody want riding you. You light up on your back. You understand? Yeah, that the police. What me here can't stay straight for 2-3 days straight. Somebody trying to pull me here. Yeah, divorce though, divorce. Divorce I remember 3 years. Divorce Adan. When the woman left me cry about the whole year. Right? Divorce Adan about. Me, you know, about 14 years for me life. Yeah. Now, so I'm telling you, I was talking to the staff and letting them know my vision and where I want to be in this country and who they have to help. Right? Till one of them, the gaff guess so, song is so strange. One of them studying if we get it recorded. Well, I hope we got a recording of it and we could use it back. Because that's like when Jack, you get catch in the unguarded moment. That's what they in my head. Yes, and I can't tell y'all what they in my head, but that was in my head. If we catch it, right, is y'all catch it. Y'all get an insight into how I feel about this country, how I feel about the people of this country. Right? Now, the reality is, we got issues in this country. We're affected negatively and positively as a result of different things. But we gotta go places. We gotta live, we gotta love, we gotta make picnic, we gotta do all kind of thing. It's a cycle of life. We can't be stagnant. We gotta evolve. And you know what has not been evolving? The PNC. The PNC seems, I want to bring in an archaeologist. And let's do some sampling on PNC members. I think they predate the Ice Age. Only the PNC. Do you know Jagdeo, the now vice president, was the president of this country once for 12 years? The longest sitting president? You know that? Well, here what me tell you. Let me tell you if you don't know. Bharat Jagdeo was the finance minister of this country and once president of this country for 12 years, the longest sitting president. Now, here was the funny thing about that. If you go back and watch Jagdeo videos, and what Jagdeo was never so outgoing. Jagdeo was never so open. Jagdeo evolved. Do you know the president of this country was once the housing minister of this country? Do you know? Were you aware that the president of this country was once the housing minister? And I can tell you, he didn't get boots on the ground like that. Them know. why the PPP was unseated in 2015. And they changed the modus operandi. They changed how they deal with the people. They realized you got to put boots on the ground. You got to work for the people. The PNC, 28 years, one way. Pump and ceremony. Come back in 5 years, one way. Pump and ceremony. When they ain't in, protests. Right? Now look at this. This is the reality of the PNC. And when people in the world are looking at us, they're asking themselves, what is this? Is this place a real place? Guyana, we've never heard about it before, but it seems that it's cartoon characters down there. Listen to this.
Psalm 7:9, all that the wickedness of the wicked PPP comes to death and destruction the just. Psalm 7:9, God gets angry with the wicked PPP every day. Psalm 7:11.
Now, when you've got people on a protest line, you don't know who and who are going to come there. But when you're gathering these people, are we coming for fun? Shouldn't we have a serious agenda? Is this the best? A woman with a Bible? Now, the people protesting there most obviously are there, or the interest of a protest is to have serious concerns addressed. Who is going to take this seriously? Look at this level of ignorance, and who is going to take this seriously? Watch him again.
Psalm 7:9, all that the wickedness of the wicked PPP comes to death and destruction the just. Psalm 7:9, God gets angry with the wicked PPP every day. Psalm 7:11.
Are these people serious? No. Are opposition members and their supporters serious? How do you get the attention of the masses? Is the PNC just trying to grapple onto their base? Is this what's going on? They're just trying to keep the base together? How do you win elections? You have to garner more votes. So you gotta move into the other man base. One body had a placard, y'all send the placard to me. One body had a placard showing no sex. No sex till Jagio go. Y'all please send the photo to me with the person with this placard. No sex, no joke. Y'all understand why Guyana is not being considered a real place? And Guyanese, you know the international community is watching. ExxonMobil and their executives are watching and calculating. This is not anything hard to overcome. Almost half of the population follow a foolish party and obviously have to be considered as fools. What is going on in this country? Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Critic.
Yeah, brother, talk to me.
Quickly, right? Now, we know this talking about the country is that regardless of what we leaders do, we can back them. You remember Uncle Joe Pony by Shannon plane?
Yeah.
When his people them back him, no problem. Now, when Mr. Jack used to, Mr. Critic, is only a naive or unintelligent person would actually believe the explanation. But they understand. Everybody got a back who they got back. And the sad thing about it is that in my country, we're not brave enough as yet to tell you straight to the face that we know what's going on. Everybody know, I know, even you Critic, you're not stupid, man. You know the explanation don't make sense. And we got to stop allowing this to go on. Because when we punishing all the time, and it's not one set up, it's happening all over. It's your whole political landscape is one thing. Go in, make money, take care of your family, take care of your friend. Thanks.
Roger, brother. I stopped tech bug until... No, man. No. No, I don't think they're right. Somebody sent one. I don't know where the blood clot they get that from. This is crazy, man. How do we ever get anywhere, develop this country, if this madness continues? Watch this. This was serious? Is this a Photoshop of this general? But you gotta watch the writing, buddy. That can't Photoshop that thing. Is a Photoshop? Is that Photoshop? Yeah, I'll see a was there any video? A lot of people was videoing. Anybody video this thing if you see a video because you can't Photoshop a video moving. Yeah, I must check around and see. I can't believe this is a real thing. So you want to be taken seriously, but you're joking? just. Here, I got a lady outside here, got some issues. What the else is this? Oh shit, there's no way to catch myself. Maybe what stick. What shit is this? And I want to know why me timing changing, me what stick. Yeah, brother.
Morning, my brother. The poster with the girl with no sex till Jack Diogo.
Yeah.
Is a real poster. The girl is she wasn't referring to. She's not going back to Garmont until Jack Diogo. Cause we just go up there. Garmont.
Okay.
She just walk up at Garmont.
Attack. Oh. She's a sex worker. She's a sex worker.
Correct.
Okay.
So she's not coming out to work until Jack Diogo.
All right, brother. You see everybody taking this. Here, man. This is the reality of this society. Right? Look at this here, sir. I didn't understand this what's going on here. Y'all explain to me.
Psalm 7 9. All of the wickedness of the wicked PPP. Understand and instruct the just. Psalm 7 9. God gets angry with the wicked PPP every day.
Now this lady seriously believes what she's saying. She's not fooling around. She's not joking. Hello, good morning.
Hi, pleasant good morning to you, brother. How are you today?
Hey, cool. Talk to me.
My brother, I think Mr. Glenlau, he have Guyana at heart. But the foolish people that I see following and going for them protest line, they make a good cause look like garbage. That is my opinion. Because I can't see going to protest for the benefit of all Guyanese. And you got people behaving like done stub, idiot, and fool.
Well,
Guyana is a country that the world would respect. Guyanese are people the world should respect. But with the attitude of a few, it makes us look bad, my brother. But all Guyanese is not the same. All Guyanese is not the same.
no, here.
We want a better
Listen
country,
to me.
brother.
Listen to me. If you go across this country and you go through the house, like for instance, I don't know where the PNC just find these people from. They look for them maybe in the woodworks, maybe they're old veterans. They look through the PNC membership and find people by age and realize they would most likely be dotish. I don't know how they find them.
You want me to
But,
tell you how to find them?
no, but here,
There is
PPP.
two category of people in this country that nobody look at. The done stub. There is one who will take up money to do anything, and a man under real pressure, my brother. The
Pressure.
poor and ordinary man.
No, but here,
You
the
know, put in
PPP,
plus some money.
the PPP got enough for them too, you know.
I am not taking side, my brother, but I'm talking in general. That is how they get these people. Now,
Because-
I want to raise something on your program, and I want you to take a good look at it. The prison system in Guyana, the population of the prison system, according to my last check I got, is over 60-something% of the inmates is of African descent. We had PNC, we had PVP, we had APU, all them rule this country. Tell me which one of them looking into the sector to alleviate our black brothers away from the prison system. Which one of them?
I can tell you that,
There's a part of my thing through me, brother. You have a blessed day.
Raja. There's something even in America. Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Hi, morning, my brother.
Yeah, 1 second. Yes, Mr. Morris.
Yeah, brother.
I'm listening to your show today. Very good. Let me give you a perspective and just give me a few minutes. My dad was the head of CID for Essequibo, Kovo and John, which was C Division. Then he went to Berbice, West Coast Berbice. He was in charge of that. Then he came back to A Division. He was Georgetown. He was Brick Dam and Eve Leary. He was the head of CID under Skip Roberts. One other day we'll talk about who really killed Walter Rodney. My dad always said to me, where there is smoke, there's likely to be fire. I am not convicting Jagdio. I like the guy. I met him at a sleep-in hotel during the recount phase, him and Anil Nandalal. He's a nice guy, nice chap. When I looked at him suing Mr. Sue versus suing Vice, I had some concerns raised in my mind because when you sue Vice in American court, the rule of law prevails, so all the evidence have to come out. They have to call the witnesses and you have to testify on the oath. But Jagdio suing Mr. Sue in Guyana versus Vice in America.
Well,
That's an interesting concern.
if I might be able to give you some insight, Jagdio was talking on the spot, right? If he feel he could get anywhere with suing Vice in America, believe it or leave it, he will. So,
Okay, I hope so.
there's not half the books.
Okay, that's good.
I know the buy.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. And just to segue on a comment you made a few days ago concerning the bonus that Exxon gave Guyana, that $18 million. I did a lot of research. ExxonMobil disclosed that bonus in their consolidated financial statements. What happened happened was our government, the APNU, fooled us because they never disclosed it to us until we found out.
Yeah. We found out from their disclosure.
Yeah. There's a law in American books, actually, not Constitution, books. It's called the FCPA. Anyone wants to look it up, 1988 and 1998 revision. No American company is allowed to give any government official in any country a bribe. And there's ways, people find ways around it, but that's a law. And there's general stipulation in what needs to happen if you make any provisions to a country or an individual concerning that kind of allocation. And I got concerned sometimes when I hear about what APNU has done. I'm not an APNU supporter. I never will be again. I was never. My family's a PNC supporters. They were always PNC people. I like what the PPP government is doing, and I have an open and pragmatic mind. I'm a black individual, but you know what? Whenever rubber meets the road, it's about uplifting people, enriching people, and taking care of people. And that's something APNU didn't do, and I don't believe Mr. Norton and his rhetoric is capable of doing that. Thank you, Mr. Critic.
Yeah, brother. Thanks, Mr. Morrison. So that's Mr. Everton Morris. And I met him when he was campaigning with the Badal's party, and very eloquent in his speech. Very disciplined gentleman, and has quite a bit of background in a number of different fields. I share his sentiments, and I'll continue to share his sentiments, because when you look at people and when you look at their game and their change, this here, and I'll show it again, this is the APNU.
All of the wickedness of the wicked PPP, understand and instruct the just. God gets angry with the wicked PPP every day. Psalm 7:11.
Are we to leave? It seems that the PNC has confused religion and politics, or they tried to make a cocktail of religion and politics. Now, something is seriously wrong about this woman's politics. I think she is a believer. I see clear that she's a believer. But I don't know how she ended up on a picket line, a protest line for a serious issue. I don't know how things like this could be taken seriously. How are things like this taken seriously? How do we as a people move forward? How do we evolve if we don't act a part? And if natural selection is being taken seriously, if you know anything about natural selection, you'd realize these people will never be selected for anything. You understand? Because they ain't ready yet for the jump. Because of these scenes and what I saw yesterday, I had a talk with my staff this morning and made them aware of the importance of educating the people. I made him aware of the issues in this country as it relates to religion, it relates to race and everything else. Now you have a young generation coming up. They're very open-minded. This is a joke for them. And when you're protesting, when you want to get something done, a serious portrayal, when people are looking at the placards, it must say, corruption must never be anymore in Guyana. You know, positive things, positive things. Transparency is of the utmost importance. You understand? But if you yourself joking about the issues at hand, if you yourself find it funny, who takes it seriously? I will take my leave now, since I too might have to pray for my brothers and sisters, because it seems that only God can help them. And we know, as a matter of fact, that brother ain't one problem with politics in Guyana. It dirty. I'll take care. I don't know who is the person that ain't getting sex till Jagdio go. Right? And I don't know who Auntie praying for, but blessed day to you. Y'all take care.